Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble, 365 High Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'd be happy to assist you with doing so. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule, so let's keep an empty cup so we can see what's up. The first card that we have here is look up at the clouds, the moon, and the stars and get back to creating your magical life. Look at nature and get back, what they're saying, to creating your magical life. Be mindful, be very mindful, collective, of allowing any distractions in life to make you or allow you to forget about how empowered you are and about the life that you are here to live. Do not allow distractions to take you out of your purpose. Do not allow, distractions to make you not be aware of your intentions as well. We are all constantly manifesting on a daily. We are manifesting individually, whether we believe in it or not. It's not about a belief system. It just is what it is. And in the meantime, in between time, the best thing that the collective could do for themselves, no matter what's going on, Spirit is saying, is don't forget about you. Don't forget about living your life. Don't forget about the things you want to create, the business you want to start, the family you want to expand. Anything, maybe a course you want to take, maybe you want to learn some particular skill or trade. This could be anything. Maybe you want to do some remodeling, some redecorating. Don't forget to create the life you desire. Do not allow the distractions of the world that are outside of you to distract you and get you off of course of who you are, of what your purpose is and what your mission is. Don't allow yourself to be overly alarmed at the first slight of a rumor or anything you hear in media. Stop allowing yourself to be so alarmed that you become distracted from your goal and your purpose. And so, we speak about agendas, but it's not about what someone else's agenda is. Collective, it's time for us to take full accountability and be concerned with our own agenda. And one agenda should be transformation, constantly transforming your life and moving forward. This horse is moving forward. No matter what is happening around you, the idea for you should be to constantly be in the energy of growing and prospering in one way or another. Okay, in whatever way that works for you. Moving forward, having the death and the rebirth, learning and growing is the best thing you can do for yourself. You cannot allow a topic or a concern about something that is out of your control to put you at a pause or create self-inflicted. I said self-inflicted stagnation because you're choosing to give your attention to other things. That's why it's saying look at the stars and the moon and create the life that you so desire. You are very magical. You are very empowered. And Spirit does not want you forgetting this. There will always be something going on, collective, that is out of your control. There will always be something going on that you're not in agreement with for as long as you are here on the planet Earth in this dimension. It's a good idea to work on staying in your bubble. Allow people to stay in their bubble. We are smaller worlds living in a bigger world. And that's why we have differences of opinions, experiences, and lifestyles, because we all are individually, uniquely, divinely created. It's supposed to be that way, okay? So don't allow these distractions to make you lose your leadership qualities about you. And also, do not allow it to distract you from having a spiritual connection. Does not matter what your belief system is, all are welcome on this channel. Do not allow these distractions to get you spiritually or emotionally or sometimes physically disheveled, where you're all over the place, full of anxiety, anxious, worried, stress, insomnia, overly concerned because you're using your energy to overextend it in an area, a space, of place that you have no control of. So we have to constantly work on ourselves. And sometimes you have to talk to yourself and talk to your ego, and you have to inspire and actually talk to yourself and motivate yourself whenever you feel yourself going into those negative mindsets or you're not in a good mood. People do not wake up every day feeling like they own 10. Okay? People, life, there's no such thing as perfect. We can make things better. But you have to sometimes encourage yourself. Motivate yourself, speak to yourself, even if you have to get in the mirror and do some affirmations. There's nothing wrong with that. And to the person that's saying, talk to yourself, yeah, encouraging yourself to keep yourself in alignment, to keep yourself out the way. Because if you choose to stay in the way, aka distracted, and you're misappropriating your energy, you're putting your energy, in other spaces and places that are out of your control. You're worried about things from 10 and 20 years down the line. It's best to stay grateful and stay present. It's best to stay grateful and stay present. Now, you can check the scoreboard. You can look at the television. You can check the scoreboard. But checking the scoreboard is just a glimpse. And then you back up out of there and you're back playing the game of life. You're back shooting. You're trying to make some three-pointers. You're trying to slam, you're trying to dunk on somebody, okay? You're trying to make some moves. You don't stare at the scoreboard that long, okay? I'm pretty sure any ball player will tell you, no, we're not staring at the score. We concentrating on this rim and this ball. We trying to make some moves, okay? So they want you, Spirit is saying, for you to make some moves, in your life. Don't be distracted. It is an illusion. The things that you are allowing to keep you stagnant, it is an illusion. This card here is the Ace of Pleasures. Okay, it says use fire with caution. Okay, so use your fire with caution. Camping zone. Okay, so the Ace of Pleasures. This is an overflow. Okay, this is ambition and opportunity. So Spirit is saying have the ambition. Continue to keep that ambition. And that's what they're saying, to remember to not become distracted. You can listen, but do not become distracted. Do not spend every waking day of your life talking about the same old conversations. If you talked about it on Monday, leave it there on Tuesday. And if you talked about it Tuesday, leave it there on Wednesday. I'll be that easy and say that. That kind of energy, making sure you're constantly moving forward, okay? In whatever way that works for you. All right. And so we have justice here. Okay. So it's about you giving yourself justice. Okay. You could know someone that was born in 1966. It says premium service, professionalism, and reliability. Okay. And with the notary office there, this is about making sure you maintain your balance. But the justice part of this card is representing that you give yourself the opportunity. You give yourself the opportunity, which is the Ace of Pleasures. It represents opportunity, ambition, and prosperity. So giving yourself the opportunity, Spirit is saying, it's already been written in your contract for you to be successful, for you to obtain your life's desires and wishes. But there are many a times, I'm not going to even say sometimes, that people become distracted and you get to feeling, because time will move forward. And because things seem like they have not changed for you personally, and you're watching other people do things and make moves, you feel like you're forgotten, you're not worthy, or your prayers not being heard. But that's a lie that you're telling yourself. Everything you want and desire is already here right now. It is just waiting for you to shift your energy towards thyself, working on your goals, your dreams, what your children want to do, what are their plans for the future. Not to be overextended once again into people, places, and things that are outside of you and outside of your control. It does not make sense, and I'm pretty sure it won't bring a dollar to give all your energy to someone else's lifestyle. We appreciate the celebrities for their talent, but whatever they're doing personally, that is their business. We become fanatics of their talent and their skill, But who they're sleeping with and whatever is going on personally is really none of our business. And though there are people who live a wonderful life from talking and discussing these things, Spirit is saying you can peek into it, but be careful of being, so stuck in just, what's going on with them, what's going on with her, what's going on with them. And these people don't know you personally. And personally, you wouldn't want to be judged in your own personal life because no one is perfect. So why are we taking time to be concerned about what they're doing and who they're sleeping with? If someone's having a baby, the only thing I can say is congratulations and enjoy yourself. There's nothing else for me to say because it's not my responsibility and it's not my life. Those people are in a whole nother bubble and they're on a whole nother level. And it makes no sense for me to give my currency, not too much of my currency. You know what I'm saying? I got to save some for myself because I love me too. And I have goals and dreams that I'm working on. Okay. So I'm not going to give all my power and my energy away to being concerned with other people's lives, what they're doing. Okay. That's for someone. Okay. And the Spirit is saying work on it. It's okay to like admire them for their talent, but there's something, who cares about their personal life? Like, like, and that ain't all you're going to hear. You're going to keep hearing things. Okay. You're going to keep hearing people going to court. You're going to keep hearing what it's like with them behind bars. It's not going to stop. And Spirit is saying, pay attention to patterns. They want you to pay attention to patterns because when things are happening in a pattern, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with the person distributing the message. It's just telling you a signal like, okay, this person is in a situation. They're a celebrity. Okay. Everybody has situations. Okay. The situation they in, I may not agree with it, but why should I give my emotions to it? When you get attached and you give your emotions, you're giving your ability to manifest and create away. You're giving it away. You're giving your power away. So you can check the scoreboard, but do not forget to stay on the court and play the game. Keep playing the game of life for yourself. Keep trying to shoot the hoop for yourself. You make your shot. They've already made theirs, okay? Because being concerned what they're doing will not bring anything to your bank account, but possibly to someone else's. Your energy can be harvested. Okay, this is reading taking a turn. That energy can be harvested from you giving it away, not from anyone doing anything to you or manipulating. No, 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 no. But you choosing to give it away. Look up at the clouds and the moon and the stars. Get back to creating your magical life. Go out and have some fun. Do some of those things you haven't done in a while. This does not mean to ignore everything around you, but I'm pretty sure because we are all smart, brilliant people. We all are, especially the children, especially the little babies. The little babies come out brilliant, okay? You know what I mean. It's time to stop giving attention to the same old storylines. Okay, they're incarcerated. Okay, they're going to be there. Okay, every time we click on, they got another case and another case and another case. Meanwhile, what have you done for yourself in this day that's going to assist you for tomorrow? What have you done in this day that's going to assist you for tomorrow? With the Four of Pentacles, there are many, many, I can just say the whole world when I say this, who are always looking forward to having an overflow or an increase of prosperity. This applies to everyone. Everyone wants to be, not wants, everyone desires to be wealthy. Everyone desires to be financially secure. This applies to the whole world. And even those who are considered wealthy, they're doing what? They're constantly investing to make sure they are maintaining their pinnacles. Okay. So when it comes to your goals and things you desire, that's why Spirit is saying do not get distracted. Don't allow these things to distract you. That you will always hear something that's going to make you clutch your pearls. This is not brand new information, Spirit is saying. It's not brand new. You're going to hear it repetitively, so you can check it out. You have free will, but be mindful of giving too much of your power away and then wondering why things aren't happening, because you're giving that energy away. Somebody else is manifesting with that. It's over there. Okay, it's energetically speaking. Your energy over there. Somebody probably done bought a house or something. Or I don't know. They invested in the stock market. They didn't hit it big because you didn't gave them your energy. There ain't nobody doing nothing to you. You're giving your power away. You're giving the currency away. All right. Sometimes you have to do things like forget your phone on purpose. Sometimes you have to do things like forget your phone on purpose. Try it. Just try it. Just try it. I know. I just try it. And I bet you say that wasn't so bad. I bet you say that wasn't so bad because it's not a battle. It's not. And if we feel it's a battle or it's hard, then there's something on the inside that we're battling with. And we have to figure that out because that's different. We're all dealing with different things. We have different experiences. So it's not a battle. It is not that hard. So this reading is clearly about being mindful of overextending yourself and your energy and giving your power away, because when you overextend, you're giving your power away. And so Spirit is conveying that to be mindful. There are a lot of things that are distracting the masses, and it will keep happening. We get it. We get it. But for those who will get it, they're just saying just be mindful, because you can utilize that attention that you're giving away, your energy, your currency, for other things that you desire in your own personal life. Okay. And so it's not about a belief system. It's like the air that you're breathing while you're watching this video. It just is what it is. And yes, you are breathing in air. I love it. Mental activity. It says mental activity. The Knight of Swords. It says big change or opportunity. Seize the moment. Jump in. Okay. Confident, direct, honest. Okay. So in order for you to seize the opportunity, you have to do what? Be in alignment. And you have to pay attention. Paying attention, because it's energy. Exactly what we're speaking of in this read. It is all energy, collective. So it's just to be mindful. We are all manifesting each and every day, every minute, every hour, every second. What are you manifesting today? What are you working towards? Okay. We have the 5 of pleasures. Okay. It says sensual, new beach fashion. Okay. So make sure you're able to enjoy the pleasures of life. Once again, you have to make sure you're paying attention and you are in alignment for you in your own way. Okay. Not the way that you've heard someone else say that they do it, in whatever way that works for you. So yes, clearly that's what this reading is speaking of, you being aware. So you don't miss the boat. So the boat don't go past and you like, hey, you forgot one. They like, and they yell back, no, you weren't paying attention. Later.